Imagine spending a large chunk of your life unconscious, supposedly doing nothing. Well, according to a recent NIH study, it found that humans spend 1/3 of their lives unconscious. And as quote, as behavior essential for survival and one in which humans engage in for nearly 1/3 of their life, sleep is as necessary as food and water. This makes you think, is this time really needed? In today's speech, we will explore the science behind how we sleep and its processes. We will also talk about the benefits of sleep, as it is beneficial cognitively and physically. And we'll also talk about the actions that we can take to better our sleeping habits and our sleep hygiene. Let's dive into the multiple processes that are involved while sleeping. Sleep can be broken down into 4 stages, which is all controlled by our circadian rhythm, which we'll get to. So there are 2 main types of sleep stages. There's the REM sleep stage, which means rapid eye movement, and non-REM, which is non-rapid eye movement. As you can see in that chart, non-REM takes up most of the time as we are asleep. It takes up about 75%. And REM takes about 25% of sleep. So to break down non-REM, you can break it down into 3 stages. So non-REM 1 is light sleep, which is where you can be easily awoken. Non-REM 2 is when our heart rate and temperature starts decreasing, getting ready for deep sleep. And non-REM 3 is when our body gets restored. This is when our brain is cleared of toxins and our immune system fights illnesses. And then in REM, this is when our body is mimicking awakeness. This is when the brain waves create vivid dreams and memories are on replay. And then there's our circadian rhythm. In Latin, the term circa means around and diem means day. So it literally means our day-round rhythm, a 24-hour cycle. And this circadian rhythm regulates our sleep, body temperature, our hormone release, and so much more. So it is literally like a built-in clock, which is set and controlled by light or darkness, daytime or nighttime. This is why you may realize in a dark room, people feel more tired and more sleepy. This is due to the release of melatonin, a sleep hormone, which gets released at darker or nighttime. Now that we are aware of the processes behind sleep, let's explore the benefits of getting a good rest. So sleep involves the crucial time for our body to refresh. Our body first refreshes cognitively and thinking. Our brain is on constant replay, replaying memories and consolidating memories that we experience throughout a day, in the certain week. Good sleep leads also to better decisions. If you ever heard the term, I'll talk about this later, I'm going to sleep over it. Well, this is actually proven true. Our brain, so a small part of our brain, there's the amygdala, and this is what controls our emotions. This is where our fight or flight instincts and rash decisions tend to come from. Well, sleep allows the amygdala to be processed, our memories, in a much calmer state. Sleep also has many physical benefits. Sleep gives the body time to fight illnesses. It allows the immune cells to reproduce much better than when awake. And our brain is also cleared of toxins through our lymphatic system, which flushes out toxic proteins, which have been correlated to having Alzheimer's disease. The CDC also states that people who sleep less than 7 hours a day are at a higher risk for developing chronic conditions such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Why is this, you may ask? When sleep is cut short, immune cell reproduction is very much slowed down, and the hormones such as melatonin are thrown off balance, and blood pressure is elevated. Now knowing both how sleep works and its many benefits, what are some simple ways we can help create and preserve a healthy sleep habit? This improvement is through sleep hygiene. So our first thing that we can do to improve our sleep hygiene is improve our environment. So a darker, quiet environment with cool temperatures around 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, scientifically proven to have better sleep. Also, being consistent. Going to bed and waking up at the same time gives your body in a rhythm and a flow that it needs. When we talk about consistency, we don't need to look far. As in a report in a CNBC interview, LeBron James, one of the greatest NBA players and athletes of all time, discusses that he doesn't just try to get rest. He treats it as a non-negotiable part of his daily routine. Why, you may ask? He knows sleep is training, not downtime. His body is repairing and replenishing. In fact, he even views it more importantly than weight training. That is big for an athlete such as LeBron is saying. So, if athletes put this much emphasis on sleep, shouldn't we too? Another part of sleep hygiene we can add is screen cutoff. So, screens emit blue light, which disrupts melatonin release and makes it hard to go to sleep. The National Sleep Foundation even states, blue light stimulates our brain into thinking it's daytime, which stops the release of melatonin, making it hard to sleep. I can personally attest to this. I find that when I cut off the screen time and blue light 30 to 40 minutes before I go to bed, I sleep the best. This is one of the biggest improvements I made to my sleep. Well, to sum up, we reviewed and discussed the science behind sleep and our body's own special alarm clock, our circadian rhythm. We discussed the benefits of sleep, as it literally refreshes and replenishes our body and mind of toxins and illnesses. And then we also talked about ways to best improve our sleep hygiene. Sleep truly allows our body to rebuffer and to be at peak performance. We can control all this through simply creating time. Well, choose to invest into your own body and get the rest you deserve.